everyone, welcome to JustFeg Network TV, a place where you can get the latest information on things happening around the world, and you are in the right place. Please click the red subscribe button and also press the bell icon next to it so you can be notified for an update on any published news. In a country where strange things happen every day and 16 is often greater than 19, few things can be counted as genuinely surprising or shocking. What happened when an unstoppable force collides with an immovable object? That is the billion-dollar question on the lips of many who have watched in amazement how the Ruga controversy is panning out. In a Senate climb, the proponents of the scheme ought to be behind bars for piloting anti-people policy without due consultation and enlightenment. It is now crystal clear that the Nigerian people do not wrestle with mere flesh and blood, but some political principalities and powers with a determined agenda. The Ruga project saw the light when Nigeria was almost naked without ministers after weeks of inauguration to serve some pecuniary interest. How can a Ministry of Agriculture, without a serving minister, dust up such a project? Time will do justice to that questions, even as no one can hazard the chief reason why the nomenclature was dumped the last minute for National Lifestyle Transformation Plan. The mystery behind the suspension remains a puzzle yet to be resolved. Despite repeated assurance by the federal government that there is no connect between the two projects, it is baffling that the Ruga project was suspended rather than summary termination. The federal government obviously perhaps public opinion on the matter else it would have died a natural death via outright cancellation because suspension is paradoxical. The more you look, the less you see. Even the blind can see that a particular tribe, which is the Fulani, and the Nigerian people have become Egypt and Israel, forever divided by the Red Sea. The Ruga conversation, irrespective of the nomenclatures awarded to it, remain a threat to national unity and has set the country in a keg of gunpowder. Nigeria have decidedly resolved to taste freedom from the steaming yoke of ethnic domination and control, and are united in rugged determination to celebrate their deliverance irrespective of whosoever is offended by the jubilation. Like a kid giddy with delight after getting his first taste of chocolate, the drivers of the scheme hurriedly went to town with it, bypassing institutional protocol. But thank God Almighty for the media, which is firmly in the grip of the masses rather than tender an unreserved apology for muting such a stimulant to disunity. The force behind the scheme threatens xenophobia via the Arewa youth on the opposition to the project, while some dismiss their childish rant as noise pollution. Others, however, swallow it with elevated seriousness, resulting in an eruption of verbal hostilities and release of angry muses from different circumferences of the nation to pick on this ugly trend. Until this man are apprehended and charged for licensly, treason, and institutionalized thievery for always threatening other sections of the country. The claim that we are equal remains an illusion. It is so unfortunate that a bunch of disgruntled elements are threatening the unity of the nations at will, and the federal government is fixated towards establishing the elders, when it has become an embarrassment that cabinet members are yet to be formed 45 days after inauguration. The recent traveled advisory handed down by the United Kingdom High Commission in Nigeria to its nationals speak volumes. This kind of warning by the international community to steer clear of 21 states in Nigeria over security challenges will adversely affect the economy because most investors will shun investment in the country. The 1999 Constitution is one of the most greatest enemies of Nigerians' growth as a country because it has failed to serve its purpose optimally. Some lacuna in the Constitution takes the nation through south. As a constitutional democracy, the rule of law should be exalted at all time in Nigeria. The delay in forming the cabinet after inauguration is inexcusable. The president is mandated under the law to take prompt decision that will save Nigeria from further embarrassment before the world by doing the needful. The president should buckle down because picking cabinet member from 198 million Nigeria is no rocket science. The federal government should desist from using taxpayers' money to fund any animal husbandry project, irrespective of the title. Even when it is public knowledge that livestock contribution to Nigerian GDP struggles to approximate 5%, cattle rearing is a private business and should be treated as such. The ownership and the entitlement mentalities already cultured in the Fulani ethnic nationality should be erased, as all Nigerians are equal before the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There should be no sacred cows or untouchables under any queues before the law. The federal government should relax all policies that will not capture the interest of the masses in the interest of national cohesion. A high-powered security team should be structured to critically look into the activities of terrorism in Nigeria to avert further deaths. The Ruga scheme or its attendants' appellation should be totally obliterated to uphold peace and unity among the different tongues and faiths. Failure can be excused if there really was no chance to succeed. But doubtfully, unfortunate is the man who falls when faced with an obvious road to the metaphoric land flowing with milk and honey. We must destroy this country to satisfy the cultural idiosyncrasies of any sections of the country. Justice, fairness, and equity are the three major ingredients that helps to build a strong nation. Healing for Nigeria begins when political justice is done to all, but perhaps it is not given, then it must be demanded. This is what we have for you today. What are your thoughts about this? Please kindly put your comments at the comment section below. Thank you very much for listening once again.